Hello, everyone. Hello, kings and queens. Hello, everyone. So, you're all welcome to this week's call. If you can hear me and see me, kindly send a heart emoji in the comment section, please, or a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, I can be heard and okay. So thank you all for joining today's call. I can't wait for us to delve into it because it's really going to be informative and fun-filled. So this very guest has been a friend for about a year now. She's a very resourceful person. She's passionate about what she does, and she's so good at what she does. So she's so good at what she does, and I can't wait to hear all the gist and everything she has to share. Without much ado, I'd want, and I'll be very glad, and I'm actually honored to introduce to you Sylvie Dag, Miss Sylvie Dag. So she's going to introduce herself, and then we delve right into business.
Thank you, Keeya. Hi, everybody. I'm Sylvie Dag, founder of Dag Modeling Training, where we groom aspiring model to become professional model, and also train ladies to become the best version of themselves. I'm happy to be on this call today because I get to share with you one topic that is so dear to me, which is personal growth. Thank you. So without, thank you. So I'm going to talk a little bit of what exactly is personal growth so that we all understand what I thought we are doing here before we go to deep insight. So personal growth, we can also say personal development. So it's basically the process of recognition and developing oneself to become a better person. And it's a long process, which is not easy, but it's worth it because it's actually, for me personally, I think is the foundation of everything that we want to be. Like, for example, if I want to be an artist, there are ways to go about it. If I take my Instagram page right now, if I want people to perceive me as a singer, I cannot go on there and sharing food stuff on my page. I don't know if I'm making some points here, but so it's about you finding about yourself. That is, when you find about yourself, then you get to maybe accept it or knowing, okay, this is who I am and this is what I want to become. Then how do you go about it to become what you want to become now? So that's basically what we are going to talk about today. Thank you.
Okay, that's really interesting. I honestly can't wait because I mean, so far what I've heard, I'm really inquisitive to know more. So let's get into business. What do you mean by personal growth? When you say personal growth, what comes in mind when we say personal growth, and how does that relate to your career or your journey as a modeling coach? How has that impacted you and all that? So what is personal growth?
So personal growth, as I said, is a process of understanding yourself. When you understanding yourself and then deciding of what you can do to improve yourself in order to become a better person. Yeah.
Okay.
So as a model coach, because before I become this, it wasn't just one day I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then, okay, next day I'm going to train model. No, it was a long process, which if I start today, we will not finish. But I'll just tell you a little example of the experience I had. So before I became this, I had to, first I came in Ghana. I'm actually not a Ghanaian. When I first came in Ghana, I had to learn the English, which maybe by now is not that good, but at least you guys can understand me. So
I mean, it's okay. It's good. Yeah.
Thank God. So I
Yeah,
first
doing
came
great.
in Ghana here. I had to learn the English, and after I learned the English, I wanted to go straight to university. But then myself, I realized that university is a big step. I mean, like, it's something really big. And we've done my English, but English for 6 months training is not enough. So I have to go to IT school just so I can be among people. So interacting with people daily will help me. So I have to go under another training again. So after I've done that, I got admission at the University of Ghana. By then, I'm somebody that I don't like depending on one set of things. Like, I need to do a lot of things. Like, my mind is something like that. Like, I want to do this, I want to do that one.
More
So
of a jack of
immediately I
all
got the
trades.
admission in the university. Yeah. So I was like, wait, so this is it. I'm going university. Then after that, what's up? What is next? And I went online. Normally I go online, I'll do my research, things that I want to do, what comes with it, what is going to demand me, and all that. So I realized that if I want to do something, it must be add to the fact that I'm going to be a student. It has to be something that I love doing. Like, if I start doing it, I have to love it. It shouldn't be something that I'll do today and then tomorrow I'm like, oh, I'm tired, I can't do this. It has to be something that I'm passionate about it. And modeling is one of the things that I really love doing. So I was like, that's it. I love modeling and nothing else. So why not just focus on that and get the training, get used to it, and enter the industry? So I went online and I searched for agencies. Some went to take advantage. Like, it was a lot of challenge and all that.
Some wanted to take advantage of you?
Yes, as see, in terms of, I'm not a Ghanaian, I don't know anything in the country, as if I don't have money. So, people like take advantage in terms of money, or like be in relationship with me, which that's not what I was looking for.
Okay.
So at some point I got discouraged, but I have to force myself. Like, it's not because I'm getting the negative parts that mean that there is no positive about it. So I have to force myself and search more. And as I was searching, I get to find one agency. They train and then manage models. So I sign up with them, and my training was supposed to be 6 months, but I spent like almost 3 years there. And today I realized that even though that time, I was saying it as if, well, they are wasting my time. But today I realized it was for my own benefit.
Okay.
Not only I was learning, I was getting trained, but my mentor, like my boss, the boss that was training me, she will send me, okay, do this for me. I want you to send this document to this person. I want you to send this email to this person. Hey, today I'm not going to be available. I want you to train the 2 models that are coming for me. the first time I was like, me? No, I can't train anybody. Why?
Yeah.
I came here. I came here to, get my training and then get lost. And today you are telling me I want you will not be available. I should train these people. No, 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 no. I can't. Like, I'm somebody that I'm the shy type, even though people don't believe it that I'm a shy type, but I'm really, really shy. So when she said that, I'm like, no, I can't do it. She said, why are you saying you can't do it? You have been with me for long now. You have seen what I'm doing. Like, I didn't want to accept the fact that I could do that. So so I went the first time. I just tell myself, look, what you have to do is to just, do what your boss has been doing in front of you. And when I went there, the models, they really interact with me, and it wasn't nothing difficult. It was a moment of fun, and I started loving it. So the fact that my boss is sending me from here and there, and I'm somebody that I'm hardworking, and when you send me, and I know that it's not something that maybe it won't hurt me, I'll go, no problem. So from there, I pick up on a lot of things. When I first came in, I don't know anything about business. I don't know anything about office work. No, but I just went for training and things happened and I accepted it. So I accepted it. And during those training, I get to learn how to maintain myself, how to behave at business place and all that. And I spent 3 years instead of 6 months. When I was done, when I was done, I graduated, I got my certificate. Now what's next? In the modeling industry, especially in Ghana, they tend to look at faces and high is normal, but they tend to look at faces. Let's say when you go for casting, it's either they know you or they know somebody connected to you and they'll put you on the job. But if you don't know anyone, it will be very difficult for you to get a job. Because they have their people already. They have their model already. Sometimes the casting is just to get attention that, hey, we are doing casting here, we are this, that. So you go in there, you have to really, really try your hard to be seen, to stand out. So it was really, really difficult for me. First, I'm 5.4. And you go to casting, you see people 6 point something, and already they know their face, and that you are short. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was not easy. So I realized that it was like so.
Okay, so if I'm to get you, you came to Ghana, not knowing how to speak English, not being a model.
Exactly.
You weren't a model. Exactly. So
no,
you were willing to learn. You went, you researched first of all. You had to select through a few good options.
Exactly.
Yes, and then you were passionate about wanting to be a model. You loved what you wanted to do. And then you you were humble enough, and then you were submissive enough to go under training.
Yeah.
Yes, to go under training. And then even when times were difficult, as, you know, a young upcoming model, you still chose to, you know, stay on course because you loved what you were doing. But what was, when the challenges came, what was your breaking point? What was your breaking point? I don't know whether you get me. Like, I mean, challenges can be sometimes overwhelming, honestly. Especially in that industry. Exactly. So what was your breaking point? Yeah.
I remember one time I got from a casting, like I prepared myself. You know, when you prepare yourself, you feel like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Then you get there, they are just looking at you as if you are coming from a tree or I don't know. So that casting, yeah, that casting, they were supposed to, when you are done, you show what you can do. Then they say you should go outside and wait. And the one that they want, they will come out and they select the one that you want. So if you are not picked that day, then that's it. So we were done. The way they look at me already when I came in, I think everything, it was the walking. As for the walking, I don't joke about it. So I know that I did my best. But the way they were looking, I don't know if it was my English. I don't know the way I was skinny that time. I really can't tell. But then the guy just said, the face they were doing already was saying everything. So they were like, okay, you can wait for her outside. And then they came, when they were done, they came and then called the name that they went. And they was like, the rest of you, see you next year. So I was like, what? Again? Like again. So when I came home that day, I was so depressed. I was so depressed because why? There are some of my friends there that I've trained myself when I was helping my boss, that they were picked.
Wait, so you had your trainees, people you had actually trained, being picked.
Yeah. Not like
and
for
then
my
you
own
weren't
business.
picked.
Not like the one
I get that.
Yeah.
Yes, your boss's end. You know,
Exactly.
people you trained from your boss's end got
Exactly.
picked and you weren't picked.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hard. That's tough. So how did you deal with all that? What was your breaking point? Turning point?
When I came home, I was so depressed. I don't even know how to call that. I'm somebody that I don't like, overthinking about something, but that's what I do. Like I would say, nah, this is nothing to think about. It's okay, but I will overthink over it. I will do it. And then I remember I got home. I just sat on my bed and I put down I removed my shoe and I'm like, no, again. Like what? Every time I go for casting, this thing will be happening. Like, what exactly is wrong? At my boss, I train her models, even herself be complimenting me every single day. Hey, this will take you long. This will take you long way. Don't worry. And now I'm done. Give me the job. I'm ready. I'm not getting the job. I was depressed. That day I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. That day I was like, okay, I'm done. But I'm somebody that I'm done is not getting to my mind.
It was your emotions talking, eh? The
Exactly.
I'm done was the emotions talking.
I'm not a quitter. I don't give up so easily. But that day I was so depressed. I was like, I'm done. The next day, I didn't eat the whole day. I was in my room and my best friend called me and I was telling him that, okay, that's what happened. He was like, come on. Even you that you are saying you are done, you know you are not done. I'm like, yeah. Then he told me that in everything, I should try and find the positive thing. So he was telling me that if the runway, the walking that I'm going there, maybe it's just my high that they are seeing and they are not taking. So it's not like runway is the only thing in modeling. So I should focus on the other aspect of it. I was like, yeah, you are right. So after from then, I was like, okay, maybe it's my height that was making them not pick me for a job. So I was like, okay, then I'll just focus on the other aspects of modeling.
Okay, hold up. There's something interesting going on here. So even when you were down, you were depressed, you were like, I'm done. The very turning point was having to talk to your best friend.
Exactly.
So there's a lesson in here for us all. Choose good friends. Know who you call your friends. Choose people who, when you are down, would be up there to,
They
pull
can
you up,
grab.
help you to see the good in every
Exactly.
situation.
So
Yeah.
yes, it's
Yeah.
very, very important. So
Important. Yeah.
that's why not everybody that you let into your heart, into your life.
Yeah.
Even though there are friends, but there should be friends that when you are down like that, you know that, okay, this one is there for me for that. Somebody will say that they have friends that when they have financial problem, they know that, okay, this is the person I will go. When I'm down, if it's about my emotion, my whole life, like this person, I tell him or her everything. He knows everything about me. But these type of people, they know just a little bit, maybe financial problem, spiritual problem, like one aspect for each friend. Do you understand?
Yeah.
One aspect of your life for each friend. And then there must be one that knows about all of it.
Yeah.
So that person is always there for you 24/7.
Okay. So when he told you about, looking at other aspects of modeling, what happened?
Then I told myself, okay, I'll focus on the photo modeling, commercial, promotional. So when I started, when you start, maybe, let me just give an example. You want to start your modeling career, you start with collaboration with other people. So in my aspect, I wanted to focus on the photo modeling, promotional and commercial. So I started with collaboration with photographers, makeup artists. So before I start, I have to use my phone. Like today is the internet. Like if you are not using it, you are losing a lot. The internet is there for us and it's happening so much. So everybody must get access to it and use it for its own benefit. So I just went online, especially Instagram. I'm more on Instagram. So the photographers that are on my page, I just DM them, the one that I know they are good. Hey, I want to do this collaboration with you. The one that can take me, they agree. And the one that will say no, they also say no. And I just go in. But the one that agreed, and we plan, and I started from there. When I start from there, when people see the collaboration that I've done, they also want to work with me. And then from there, it goes and other people see it and they want to get in touch with me. And I started from there. So if I would say that it didn't help when I started like that, it would be a lie. It helped a lot.
Okay.
I get to work with, so from there, I get to work with so many makeup artists.
Brands.
Photographer, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if I'm to get you right, collaborations also helped. You don't necessarily have to be a one-man contractor or a solo, person. Collaborations equally
also
helps you. And then there's another lesson in there that the internet is here to stay. It honestly has been more of a blessing than a curse to us. The internet has been more of a blessing than a curse to, this very generation, and I think the next. So if you have an account, it could be Instagram, it could be Facebook, it could be Twitter or anything. Just, because your handles are like your CV. If it's a business handle, it's like your CV. What do you do? Yeah. And then the next question they want to ask is, what is your handle? Because they know when they go there, they are going to find exactly what you do, the brands you've worked with, who you've collaborated with, what you've worked on and all that. So I believe we can all, take that serious.
Exactly.
Yes.
So from there, it started from there, and then I did that for like 2.5 years. Yeah, I think so. And then after that, I think the second year, it started in the second year, and the collaborations, the promotional jobs that I did with my other people, maybe my friends or mates, is often ushering. So the ushering job that I did a lot of ushering too. So there was one girl, we finished with one ushering job, and the girl picked my number, and I was surprised. I'm like, why this girl take my number? I mean, we have meeting every time for job, and it's today that she's asking for my number. So that night, she contacted me. And she was like, she really wants to become a professional model like me. I'm like, huh? Okay. I'm like, no problem. You can do that. I mean, you have the body, you're even taller than me, so you can do that. I'm like, yes, I can do it, but I want you to train me. I'm like, no, no, I don't train. I don't train. In fact, I'm so bad at that. So I can give you advice, but I cannot train you. The girl was like, no, I don't want you to train me. I mean, I've been seeing you, what you post. I mean, you'll be the best trainer. It was just like God calling me. I didn't want to do it. But every single day, God will be calling me. I'll be in class. She will send me a message. I really want this. So I've been telling my mom about this. We should do this. We should do that. I'm like, you are not serious. But when somebody tell you no, you should give a try. This girl was worrying me. She was worrying me in terms that I have to tell my best friend again. I was telling my best friend, he was like, you know what? I think it's time you should stop saying no to everything that is good for you. Like, what are you doing? I mean, you are doing the job, but when you train people, you set up a price for them and they pay you. It's not like you are going to get killed for that. I'm like, yes, but I'm not really, really into that. All I want to do is to become a top model, in the game and all that. Like, yes, but I've seen you, what you can do. You can do it. Just tell the girl you want to train her and set a price for her. She'll pay you. It took me 2 weeks to say that, okay, I'll do it. And then, can you imagine that the day this girl came to, when we meet to come to an agreement that, okay, I'll train you, but this is what you pay. And then she said, okay, she even paid for, I started saying that she has to pay for registration form. Even that time, I was not having anything set up. Nothing was ready, nothing. Like registration form, me giving them this, prospectus, nothing was ready. I just set up my mind that if I must do it, it must be done well. So I told the girl, okay, let's meet. So I closed from a class and I told her to come to Legon campus and we met. And I just gave her a form that I did on Word document and print out. And I'm like, okay, this will be the form as in agreement for us in case of anything. It's not like I came to you, come and let me train you. You understand? So I gave her that. And she was like, okay, she's cool with that. But it was around Christmas, maybe December, almost Christmas. So I told her that I'm going to, I told her I'm going to my country. So when I come back, then we start in January. When I went to my country, she was on my neck. She wants to start already. Why is it that now that she wants us to start, me, I'm going to my country? I'm like, what the? Can you give me a break? Can you give me a break? I'm not me. We have already said anything. So why should I be here? So what? And then she was giving me, it was like a pressure on me. So I was like, you know what? Everybody celebrate Christmas. Just stay there, celebrate your Christmas. I'm not running to anywhere. I will be back. So when I came back, the week that we are supposed to start, I started testing this girl. she was not online. I couldn't hear from her. It was like she just disappeared from nowhere.
Yeah.
She just started paying for the registration fees and everything. She just disappeared. I was like, what is this? The pressure that this girl gave me, and we are about to start, and she just vanished like that. I tried on Instagram, I couldn't hear from him. So it actually touched me at that time, because I was like, I didn't want to do this. And you gave me this mind that I can do it. And now it's time. And I put my effort into it. And then you just disappear like that. And then when I go back to my best friend, I told him, he was like, you see, this is the call. This is the call. It was God calling you. So now you feel the energy that you can do this, right? You can train.
Yes.
So set mind and build the business. You will see people will start coming. It was just God calling you that the talent that you have, you can share it to other people. I was like,
so wait, till date,
like,
you haven't heard from the lady?
Nowhere. I haven't. It was just,
Wow.
every time I think about him, I was like, wow, God does things in a mysterious way. Or how do you say?
Yeah, God really does things in mysterious way. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you are still enjoying this, let's see some hearts in the comment section. And trust me, this must be God's calling, honestly. If she vanished through thin air, then this definitely is God's working, and that's God's handiwork. I mean, that's all I can say. Because especially in Ghana here, no one pays for a service and then vanishes into thin air. So this definitely is God's calling. Trust me. Yeah. So, and then I realized one thing too in all this is, even though you hadn't started, you didn't know anything about, how to train. Of course, you had the skill set, but you didn't know how to, get an agency, how things operate in agencies and all that. You were willing, and then you were able to charge for the service you were going to render. Exactly. And I think we also learn, we should, honestly, it's not about being wicked, but so far as you've paid to learn a skill set.
Exactly. Like, I don't see why you disappear.
Yes, I mean, so far as you paid to learn a skill set, honestly, on a business level, you should have people pay you to equally learn that skill set from you. Don't ever do it for free. So charge for, services. Charge for the services you render, so far as it's a skill set. And another thing too about serving, or about, I remember you said you wanted to be the supermodel up there. You weren't interested in training. You had nothing to do with that. But I mean, to be able to be a leader, or to be able to be at the top, you have to serve. You have to be willing to serve people.
It's like
to be able to be at the top. Yeah. So
as for the serving part, I was telling myself that the 6 years I was supposed to do at my former agency, and it turned into 3 years of me handling some part of the business. I was telling myself, okay, I'm serving, like I'm helping somebody while learning. And that's what my way.
Okay, so I mean, so this has been an interesting. Okay, go on, please.
So from there, I just decided, okay, let me just improve what I present to that girl already and start the business. As my best friend told me, like, I can do this. So but after I set up everything for the girl who disappeared, after I set up everything myself, I was like, wow, I didn't even have this in me.
You were amazed, huh?
amazed. Yeah, I was amazed. I didn't even have a place where, like rent a place where I can train the models. I just look around my campus. There's something about me. I'm like, I always ask myself, what am I doing here? What exactly am I taking from it? How can I use it?
Utilize, your environment.
Environment is
Yes.
so. One time when I was setting up everything for the girl, when I was on campus, I was just looking around. I mean, I'm a student here. I'm a foreign student. I pay in dollar. What else are they giving me? Let me look around a place that I can train this girl and get my money. So
Yeah.
I look around and just see a place that, okay, this place is cool. Then I set up my mind, okay, this is where we are going to be doing the training. And that's
Okay.
how I put up everything. And the
Okay.
first year, seriously, it wasn't easy. I have to train. Before I start, apart from the girl that disappeared, I pick up one of my classmates and I train her for free just to get the attention of people. I train her for free, just one person. And during her training, then I got two more people. So that was the first year. First year, I got the two plus the one that I trained for free. And I'm still happy that I did that. I'm so happy that I did that. So before you get the attention, you must also be ready to give
sacrifice.
out.
Yeah,
exactly.
to sacrifice something.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's the sacrifice. I have to use transportation in and out to print out the document that we are going to use to go and train her for free, because I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to benefit from it. So
Sure.
the first, it was like that. Second year, and as it was going up, it wasn't easy. It became so challenging. Like nights that I cannot sleep because I'm thinking of new thing, like to upgrade my, how do you say, the plan.
Agency.
No, exactly. So that so that the new people that will be coming in will see something new, not everyday things that I've been doing or posting. So it's challenging in terms that I always have to be ready to learn new things from the internet, always on Google. Some nights I don't sleep. I'll just be on my phone on Google. How to
Yeah.
how
The
to
how-tos
all
are
the
a lot.
time until
Yes.
I it's always like that.
Yes.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
today I will not say that everything is perfect, but I am glad that I get to start. I'm
Yes, you
glad.
started that journey. Because, I mean,
Exactly.
just like Oliver Twist, we always want more. Human
Mm-hmm.
beings always want more, just like Oliver Twist. So I'm glad you started. So, in your case, and then, I mean, in your industry, why do you
Yeah.
think it's important
I can't hear you. I think that
can you can,
no, it's still down.
can you hear me?
Yeah, clear now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Um okay. So sorry about that. I was saying that
Yeah.
with this whole journey of yours, it looks like you filled your cup first to be able to help fill the cups of others.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the point.
Yes. So I want to know, I'll be very glad if you shared with us the importance or why it is necessary to, you know, focus on personal growth as an individual?
Yeah, so I'll start with the example I just like my own experience.
Yeah.
Like when the girl that I said she was giving me pressure to train her.
Yeah.
When she was giving me pressure, I cannot, based on the fact that she's giving me pressure, and then jump to conclusion. Oh, okay, fine, I'll train you. Let's do this. Let's do that. I took my time to find out what I'm capable of. Like the process of when I was getting my training, the things that I've accumulated. What have I learned? What can I give? Like this girl, she's like this, she's like that. How can I train her so that she'll benefit from it? And in fact, I'm not having anything very down. I cannot just get up and be like, okay, let's do this. And then when we go on board for the training, what am I going to say in front of her? What exactly am I going to say that, or how am I going to train her? So even though I got my training, I still have to build myself up first.
Yeah.
Build myself up in terms of how to interact with people as you are training them, and the things that I must give to them, like as I'm training them, the things that I have to teach them, how can they benefit from it? So I didn't just get up like, okay, since she's asking me for the training, giving me pressure, let me just tell her, okay, since she's paying me, let me just go on and let's do this. Let me get the money and that's it. No. Okay. First of all, I want to keep, because I want to keep a good reputation too. I don't want my name to go at the, maybe when we are done with the training, then she'll go out there and be like, oh, forget about that lady. No, forget about that girl. Oh, nah. When I went for the training, she did this, she did that. She doesn't know how to, she doesn't know how to. I didn't want anything like that to do. So in terms of, that's why we are talking about the personal growth. Personal growth is about you understanding yourself first. Find about yourself first. When you find about yourself first, that is finding your strength, your weakness, the things that you can do, the things that you cannot do. So that when you go out there and you are trying to address to other people, you are trying to show off to the world, you know the things that you should do. You know that, okay, when I do this, it doesn't look good. It's not really good. So let me not do this one. So it's about finding and understanding about yourself first. And then you can show off to the world and share what you have on board. So that's why it's very important. The personal growth is very important to focus and build that before showing off to the world. What do you do?
Okay, so I don't know if Keeya is still around, but let me just read this question for you so that you can be answering in the meantime. So someone was asking, as a way of polishing your skill, I hope it's advisable to teach for free.
To teach for free, no. If you are willing,
okay.
If you are willing to do it for the start, it has to be because you want to get the attention, because you are not known yet. So from the start, you want people to get to know you for what you are coming to do. So you may pick some specific people to do it for free for them. And then in that way, they will also refer you to other people. So that's what I can say. If you want to train people for free, you can start in the purpose of getting to know more people. So you just have to set up your mind, okay, I'll pick up 3 people or 5 people and do this for free for the beginning and advertise myself with that. And then after that, that's it. Or you can take, okay, for the first year, I'm going to use this first year to do it for free or to do more collaboration. And then after this year, I start pricing. That's what I think. Hello?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm here. So there's another question. How do you price your skill? Someone is asking how you price your skill because it's very difficult to price your skill.
Yeah, how will you do that? Is a long list. So you start from first, you have to start from what you are putting in. That's your expenses. Let's say in my case, I have to print a lot of documents, books, and also do advertisement on social media. So you take a month, let's take an example of a month right now. If in a month I spend on internet, like data, I spend 100 Ghana cedis, I write around 100 Ghana cedis down. If in a month I print up to 50 Ghana cedis, I'll write it down. If in a month I have to do other stuff, maybe go out to meet a client and all that, I have to write it down. So after you write it down, so yourself, you calculate, if I take one person and one person is coming for the training, and at the end of the training, how much do I want to gain from it? If you ask yourself that question, then you take that amount you want to gain for the month, is like your income. So you take that amount and you deduct it from the one that you wrote down, like the expenses. So if you deduct it from it and it makes sense for you, sometimes you have to acknowledge whether it's reasonable. Like if it's reasonable for yourself, like you can price what you came, what's the result of you deducting the expense from the income, then you can give that price to it. So I will say again, in my case, if I want to rent a place for the training, so I will take it for a month. I'm renting, okay, maybe 300 Ghana cedis for a month. So if 300 Ghana cedis and my expenses is like 200 Ghana cedis, and I'm going for the training, my transportation in and out for the whole month is maybe 200 Ghana cedis. I just have to calculate it, add up everything, and then deduct the payment I want to get myself. The payment I'm talking about is your salary. You have to have a fixed salary that you want to take per month for yourself.
Okay.
So I hope
okay, so you have to do,
yeah.
You have to make all those estimates,
Exactly.
Treat it as a business, as serious as a business, no matter how small it is.
Exactly.
Okay. So, how can one build their personal growth? Are there any advices so far, where I know you haven't gotten to where you want to reach yet, but how can one attain their personal growth? Are there any advices? What are some of the tips you'd give anyone,
How we
out
can
there
do that?
listening?
Yeah, so basically personal growth, it comes in terms of maybe emotional health, physical, spiritual, and how do you say? Yeah, it comes of those them, yeah, physical. So let's say to talk about the personal growth, sorry.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry. So if you want to achieve those things, to achieve your personal growth, those are the aspects that you have to look at. your physical, your emotional, spiritual. So those are the aspects that you have to look at. So when you take your physical health right now, what do you think of yourself when you look at maybe your body, your health? What do you think about yourself? Do you think that your body is healthy? Do you think that the thing you are eating, your daily activity, do you think is a healthy way of living? So you ask yourself, so if you think you are fit, is that you? Or if you think you are not fit, then you know, you know that, okay, I have to work on this one. So after you take the emotional, what are the things that affect you? Your environment. Some people is their family members. Me, normally it's my family members. I don't like people controlling me, so they tend to do that. So it's actually affecting me a lot. So in everyone's case, you must find out what are the things that actually affect you. It can be your boyfriend, your husband, things that maybe your classmates. Like, because if you wake up in the morning right now, you want to step outside and somebody just say something in your house, somebody just say something that get to you, you are like, oh, like you let it get to you. It affects the whole day. When you go out there, whether work or whatever you are doing out there, it affects the whole day. Somebody will just do some small thing and then you shout at the person, what do you want? Like, it's not like you are mad at what the person is saying, but your environment, what is happening at the house or where you came from, is you carry it all along to wherever you are going. So for the emotional part, you must also look at that. What are the things that actually affect you? So personally, if you also is your family members that have this negative emotional
impact
on you, yeah, so you just have to do your research, find a way to handle that, like to work on it. So the growth is about you improving it. So now that you find out, you have to find a way to improve it. So that's the emotional part. You can take the spiritual part now. Everybody's spiritual health depend on their beliefs, their cultures. So you take that part too and you work on it. So everything that does not, involve in your growth, a better you does not add up to a better you must clear it out. Like I'm saying, I'm still gonna give example of my family members. When I go home, I don't think, maybe sometimes I say they are not the problem, but sometimes I'm like, yes, they are the problem. But when I'm saying maybe they are not the problem, it's because I figure out that I am like that. I don't like to be controlled. I don't like to be controlled. Like, tell me, do this, do this. I don't like to be like that. But that's exactly what they do. So when they do that, it affects my whole day. Let's say when I go home right now, I can be in my room and then maybe my dad will just come and then start talking. Why are you still in your room? The whole day you are in your room. Why? I'm like, but this is my room. Why do you want me to be outside? And then that's it. We start arguing. And that's it. My whole day will just get spoiled. So honestly, I like staying away from them.
Okay, so if I'm to get you right, to attain the path of personal growth individually, we have to yes, I'm sure everyone can relate. Individually, we have to go, the extra mile of moving away every distraction along the line. When we say distraction, we don't mean they should necessarily have to be mean or bad people. Sometimes the distractions are from our loved ones, and probably it's because they don't understand us better. You get me? Yes. So they don't. The reason why they behave that way sometimes is they don't understand what you are doing better, or they don't understand you better. Exactly. So they tend to come off as distractions, but I mean, they are loved ones. They are only being, caring and all that. It's from a good place. Yeah.
Yeah. As I was saying, yeah. So that's why I was saying that maybe they are not the problem. They are also trying to do what they can do. But for example, my dad will say that being in the room all day is not good for my health. As me, I'm saying that it's my own problem. It's none of your problem. You see the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why they are also doing it because they think it is the right thing to do. So that's the thing that affects me, because I know that it affects me. Like, I don't like arguing or having a problem with my parents, especially my dad. So when the thing happened like that, I get mad, and all I want is not to talk to him. So to avoid all that, I prefer being alone. Like, they are in my country, I'm
down here in Ghana. Okay.
Exactly. Just so it's not like I'm trying to stay away, but I'm trying to avoid things that may happen.
Yeah.
When we start the argument like that, it can end up on me saying meaningful things, maybe being disrespectful. I don't want to be like that with my dad. So all I can do is to just go away.
Avoid
Exactly. Avoiding it. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that I don't love them back. They will take it as if I'm running away from them.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, you just have to find out what affects you, the things that your weaknesses, your strength, and then work on your weaknesses. So that's how you can do that.
Okay. This has been an informative call. I'm sure, time really is fast spent. I'm going to give room for people to ask their questions. I think 2 minutes or a minute. That's if anyone has a question on personal growth. Kindly type that in the comment section and we'll take care of that. So if you have any question, kindly type that in the comment section. A minute or two is fine.
Okay, I think I read through when you were off.
Okay.
Yes, someone too was asking how much she charges for beginners, like those who want to be part of her modeling class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have full training, which is the runway, photo modeling, commercial, promotional, and a level up class for ladies, and then business startup class. So everything full is 4,250. And then for the short courses, let's take runway right now, is 2,300 something. And then we have the runway intensive. That one is for those that just want to polish for a month, 645 Ghana cedis. And then the photo modeling is 1,000 something. I cannot really tell right now unless I take the book. But those are the price and the training available.
Okay.
Except the runway intensive, all the short courses from 1,000 something.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. So I think I have all the questions, if I'm right.
Yes, I believe so, because there are no new questions in the comment
section. And then
section.
the positive feedback, people saying they can relate, they are enjoying the session and all that. So I think that's it. Yeah. So we can have her final words.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
So maybe we can Or you have any question, Keeya?
No, there's no, I don't have any question. So
Okay.
let's have your final words. What you want to leave us with.
Come again.
I'm like, your final words, what you'd want to leave us. Okay, someone is asking for your Instagram page. So kindly type that in the comment section, or you can say that too.
All
Your
right,
Instagram
sure.
handle. Okay, so her Instagram handle is in the comment section.
Okay, they have typed it already. I think so.
Yes. So kindly, leave us with a final message.
Okay, final message will just be some tips, and why everybody should do that.
Yes. So
First, I want to say that when you are in your journey, like will I say, everybody wants to become a better person, So when you are in your journey, things will happen to shape you out a little. Maybe sometimes it will be scary. Sometimes there will be days that you just want to drop it all, like, oh, I'm tired of this. What? I just want to become this and all this. No. But the key to it is never give up.
okay.
When you become depressed because of the situation, have friends that are really, 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 really your good friends that you can talk to. One thing about those days, the darkest day, is to have somebody to talk to. Whether it's God or your best friend. The best friend I'm talking about is somebody that you know that I can tell him everything or her everything, that he will pick me up, tell me something that will motivate me again, As for me, for example, is my God and my best friend, mostly my God. I can be on my bed and I'll read my Bible, and then that's it. The conversation starts. I'll be talking. If I'm mad or the situation is I think that this is too much, I'll just be like, God, what's up? What is happening? What are you doing? Like,
so you literally talk to God?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. I do a lot. I'll just be on my bed, read the Bible, and just be like, God, now what's up? What do you want me to do now? You say that I should show up. If I don't show up, there is no way it's going to happen. You say that I should show up and you do the rest. I'm showing up, but nothing is happening. What is happening? What do you want me to do? And then just like that, my mind will just go to the Bible. I'll read the Bible. Then I'll just sleep. The next day when I wake up, I'll just feel like it wasn't actually that bad. Then it continued. So the moment you give up on trying, that's the end. Some people will say, we are still breathing, so there is still hope. No one get up one day and then become the best version of themselves. It's a process, and you cannot compare your process to somebody else too. If you are seeing your friends doing better, maybe today they post a picture of them in Dubai, or maybe with their boyfriend or husband, and you are like, hey, I'm 20 this, I'm 20 that. I'm still trying to figure out what I want. I'm still trying to finish with this training. I'm still trying to, I don't know, put up this thing. I'm still trying to write this business thing, and this having fun. Why is it taking so long? No, it's not taking long. It's just that it's not time yet. And when God say that you are not ready, it's for your own benefit. You realize that when the days that you try to jump to conclusion, like, okay, my friend is doing it, let me just go and do it too. You find yourself scrabbling, you just be falling for it. It will be worse than what you have been through before. So personal growth is the foundation. personal growth is the foundation of everything that you want to become. Why?
Sure.
It's because if you don't build up yourself first, if you don't build up yourself, focus, everything that you want to show up there, the fakeness or whatsoever, it will crumble one day. So take your time, enjoy the process, build yourself up, and let the world see the work you have been done. One day when you go out there, they ask you, how did you do it? There will be a story to tell. You don't want to show up there and then they ask you, how did you do it? You'll be like, oh, there was nothing there. I just, there must be a story. So every day be asking yourself, what is the story going to be about? When they ask me, what am I going to say? Did I just get up and just do it? The story is sweeter when there is struggles, there will have been challenges.
Challenges, yeah.
Yeah, so enjoy it. It's not going to kill you. You must enjoy it. So that's what I want to say.
Okay, that's great. On that enjoy note, I'd want to thank everyone for joining this call. This has been fun. This has been educative. Honestly, it's been a roller coaster. We've spent, time. Someone says, extend our regards to your best friend. So thank you so much for joining this call, Sylvie.
Problem.
Thank you so much to our honored guests for joining this call. See you same time next week, and bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. Thank you all.
Thank you too. Bye.
Okay.
I'm a logo,